I'm gonna say something that is very, very important. If y'all think me defending Raiden is stupid enough, but I'm gonna say this, and I will have my reasons. Fujin is a fraud.
What? Whose mind is this? Do me a favor. Shut the fuck.
And let me get this off my back. I've now realized this. He is not just a fraud in the original timeline, he is a fraud in the second timeline.
Hello, are you fucking me right now?
And now I'm gonna have my reasons, I'm gonna explain. But for years, in the Mortal Kombat community, there's been one character who's being constantly blamed for everything that goes wrong in the story, and that character is none other than Raiden. Every timeline, every disaster, every tragedy, every failed plan, the people always pointing at Raiden. Now look, I agree Raiden has made mistakes, no questions about that. Some of his decisions was absolutely backfired. But today I want to ask a very important question that almost nobody seems to talk about. Where was his brother? Where was Fujin? Because if we're going to criticize Raiden for failing to protect Earthrealm, then we also have to look at the man who is supposed to help him protect it. And when you examine the Mortal Kombat timeline carefully, you start to notice something interesting. Fujin, who is one of Earthrealm's protectors, is missing during the most biggest disasters in Mortal Kombat history. So now we're going to be looking over timeline step by step from every exhibit. And by the end of the day of this video, you might start wondering the same thing. Why does Raiden always being called a fraud, but Fujin is a bigger fraud? Now look, let's start the important detail that people need to understand. At the end of Mortal Kombat 4, Raiden becomes an Elder God, which means he stepped down as Earthrealm's protector, and guess who replaced him? Fujin!
Raiden, for many ages you have protected the Earthrealm from the forces of evil. You have earned your place among us. With your ascension into the pantheon of Elder Gods, you must choose your successor as the new Protector of Earth.
With the aid of Earth's mortals, I have once again managed to defeat Shinnok and his minions. I choose Fujin. He will guide the mortals of Earth as they move into the next millennia. Our forces of light have defeated Shinnok. Now, I must return to my duties as Earth's God of Wind.
You have served your element well, Fujin, but we have a new mission for you.
Raiden? Our battle with Shinnok's forces is over. I must move on to my new position as an Elder God. And you, Fujin, you must take my former position as Protector of Earth.
Raiden, it will be my honor to succeed you.
Take special care of the mortals of Earth. They are great people, but have the ability to self-destruct. Be patient, and offer your wisdom and guidance.
Farewell, Thunder God. I will not fail you.
That is why I picked you.
That's right, Fujin in the original timeline becomes Protector. Which, logically speaking, this means something very important. When the next major crisis happens, Fujin should be the one defending Earthrealm, right? Well, let's look into it forward. Starting from the Deadly Alliance. This is where the most dangerous sorcerers in Mortal Kombat history joined forces, Shang Tsung and Quan Chi. And what did they do? they assassinate Shao Kahn and the biggest Mortal Kombat champion, Liu Kang. And with a snap of his neck, the champion of Mortal Kombat, Earthrealm's champion, gone.
Liu Kang is dead.
And make this much more sad is that his neck snapped wasn't nearly popular than Kung Lao's.
See, Raiden? Earthrealm is free!
Kung Lao!
No!
The Deadly Alliance, just like that, defeated nearly Earthrealm warrior. And now let me ask the bigger question. Where is Fujin? Because remember, he was supposed to be Protector of Earthrealm. Instead, who shows up to stop them? Raiden. Raiden is the only one who confronted the Deadly Alliance alone. Not Fujin, Raiden. So the man who constantly criticized is the one who stepped in when nobody else did, which leaves us to Mortal Kombat Deception. As we all know in the Mortal Kombat Deception, Raiden failed to stop the Deadly Alliance, and this thing's work gets worse, because the Dragon King himself, Onaga, returns, one of the most powerful villains in the Mortal Kombat lore. Raiden realizes Onaga can't be stopped, and what does he do? Sacrifice himself, literally blow himself up, and attempt to stop the Deadly Alliance and Onaga. And what happens afterwards? He becomes Dark Raiden.
There was only one chance left. Raiden's sacrifice was in vain, for the blast had little effect on the Dragon King.
Now once again, let's ask the question, where was Fujin? Because if Raiden and Fujin fought together, maybe the Deadly Alliance can be stopped earlier. Maybe Raiden would not have been sacrificed. But instead, Raiden has fought one of the greatest threats in Outworld's history all by himself. Now, let's talk about Mortal Kombat 11. This game resets the timeline, but the same tragedies always happens. Raiden is desperately trying to prevent Armageddon by sending a message to his past self, but everything starts wrong.
He must win.
Kung Lao gets his neck snapped by Shao Kahn, the Sindel massacre, and Raiden is forced to make impossible decisions that lead to terrible consequences, and fans constantly blame Raiden for these mistakes.
I had prayed it not true, but you have gone mad, Raiden. Your visions, they are nothing. Delusions of an addled mind.
Liu Kang, please.
But again, where was Fujin? Because if Fujin exists in this timeline, like we know Fujin exists in this rebooted timeline. But when Earthrealm is destroyed, when Raiden is fighting Shao Kahn alone, when Earthrealm warriors are dying, Fujin is nowhere to be seen.
I know you can feel it. It is the end of all things. Elder gods, where are you? Why do you forsake me?
Raiden is literally begging the Elder Gods to intervene, and he's doing it alone. And now let's go over to Mortal Kombat X. Now we move it there, and finally, After finally being absent for Mortal Kombat 9, Fujin shows up and he helps Raiden to fight Shinnok. And together, with help from Johnny Cage, they successfully beat him. And this is one of the moments between two brothers. For once, they're actually working together. 20 years later, Shinnok returns, Jinsei being corrupted, and the fights fall mostly on the Combat Kids, and once again, Fujin fades out of the story. And again, where was he? Fujin disappears from the central conflict again, and the responsibility shifts to the Combat Kids, especially Cass. So, even in the NRS era, the story still places the blame on Raiden. Okay, now to be fair, I'm gonna give him at least one pass. At least one pass. We learned during the aftermath he was trapped in the void with Knife Wolf and Shang Tsung. So in this situation, his absence is chronologically explained. And that's fair. But that still does not explain where he was during many of the previous disasters. And now let me get over this. Not only he is a fraud, but he is a hypocrite as well.
Do not interfere, Fujin.
Edenia's fate is Earthrealm's business.
Your puppet Kitana will not keep the throne.
Tarkata must stop slaughtering its neighbors.
They're not Earthrealmers, Fujin.
I protect all beings, Baraka.
When outworlds pour prey, who answers?
Not I. My gaze is fixed upon Earthrealm.
Not only a hypocrite, and a liar too.
Shut your stupid.
And I know someone's gonna be talking to me on that keyboard, but I'm gonna explain it. Let's go over to the aftermath story.
A new trick beyond amusing, but insufficient.
You lost to me at your temple, Fujin. Now Chronic Eyes made me even stronger.
You did not win that fight. You ran away.
If y'all who do not know, whoever played in Mortal Kombat Mythologies, Bihan beated Fujin. Now I don't understand why he's lying straight out of his godly rear. And not only that, here is a hypocrite as well with these Mortal Kombat 11 interactions.
Do not interfere, Fujin.
Edenia's fate is Earthrealm's business.
Your puppet Kitana will not keep the throne.
Tarkata must stop slaughtering its neighbors.
They're not Earthrealmers, Fujin.
I protect all beings, Baraka.
When outworlds pour prey, who answers?
Not I. My gaze is fixed upon Earthrealm.
I'm getting worried Raiden's slipping.
If necessary, we will confront him.
Are you sure you're up to that?
You must help Raiden, Fujin.
Be patient. It is an Earthrealm matter.
His darkness threatens all realms.
And basically, I rest my case. I said what I need to say. He's not only a liar, hypocrite, and a bigger fraud than Raiden ever was. And should I end off this video? Okay, let me be absolutely clear. I do not hate Fujin. I like him as a character. He's compassionate. He respects mortals. He protects life. And honestly, that's something I admire about him. But if fans gonna criticize Raiden, if they're going to call Raiden out for failure, if they're going to blame him for every Mortal Kombat history, then they need to start asking the same question about Fujin. Because during some of Earthrealm's darkest moments, Raiden was there, fighting, struggling, trying to save everyone alive, and sometimes he was doing it alone. So the next time if I ever hear someone saying everything is Raiden's fault, then I'm going to ask him the same question. Where was Fujin? But that's all I can say. That is really all I have to say. If you did enjoy, like, comment, subscribe, join the Dragons of Requiem today, and click on that bell icon so that way you do not miss any of my content. And I'll see you all in the next video. God bless, and stay Requiem.
Finish him! Fatality.